Hey, what's up? I'm Tamama, and apparently it's my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I thought it was next month, but it was last week. So I was planning on making like a compilation of like all my favorite little clips from all the videos that I made throughout the year. Probably gonna do that next week, and I'm gonna use that as my, what do you call it, the trailer, the channel trailer. But I haven't even started on that because I thought my anniversary was next month. So this week I was planning on doing the Authortube newbie tag again because I actually I either privated or unlisted my original one because at some point in the year I was like, I don't like you anymore. So I was thinking I'm gonna do that again. So I went on Authortube to find the questions. I looked up Authortube newbie tag to get a video, and I copied the questions from whatever video that was. And I ended up finding, who were you? Jasmine Dayton, who did Authortube tag for 1 year. It's her own question she made. And I was like, how perfect is that? Thank you, Jasmine Dayton. Let me subscribe to you right now. I am subscribed to you, Jasmine Dayton. I will link to her video down below if you want to do this. I listened to it earlier today, and I gotta say, I don't remember all the questions, so this is very off the cuff, which means that my footage for this week is probably gonna be like an hour and a half long. Okay, let me take this out of my ear. I can't talk with something in my ear. I just can't do it. I don't know why. Anyway, intro to me. I'm Tamama. Name's Tamara. Whichever one Tamama writes is here. I don't know, that seems to be my nickname. They started calling me Tamama in college because I was like the mom friend, and I met my friend's husband for the first time and he was already calling me Tamama. I'd never met him before, so I think that's just my name now. I like writing. Right now I'm working on a story that's actually not something I would have ever read, which is totally interesting because prior to like getting this story idea in my head, I was not interested in this genre at all, and now I kind of love it. Murder mysteries. Kind of. It's a murder thriller. You know, I hesitate to call it murder mystery because we know who killed the person. It's a thriller. It's definitely a thriller. I've waffled on this genre, but it is a thriller. I also do a lot of book reviews on this channel because I just love blabbing to a camera about a book I've read. I guess I wouldn't really call them reviews. It's just me talking about the stuff I wanted to talk about, but there was no one here to talk about them with, so I just like talk to the camera instead. Actually, I do want to do some more on gaming, like, because let's just say that I get obsessed with games and then I'll play them for like 3 months and do nothing but that game. So there are times when I just kind of want to make a video game video. Maybe I will do that in the future. I think I've said that several times, but I've never done it yet. Now the introductions are out of the way, let me get to these questions. So here, what is your biggest strength in writing? I'm gonna have to say I'm good at dialogue. I think I am good at dialogue. Like, that's always been something that came very easily to me, which is kind of interesting because I'm not a really big talker. And dialogue is like the easiest part. Like, I've written chapters that are just dialogue. Obviously, they don't stay just dialogue. The editing process does put stuff in there. But, like, I can just go forever on a dialogue, man. And actually, that is one of the videos I've been sitting on, like on a video idea, about explaining the differences between gendered speech. Although I have been trying to like research that, because even when did I take this class? 2015? I think it was 2016. I took this class in 2016, and I'm sure things have changed already. And if you see me playing with my thumb, I got a thing on my thumb. Last video, I saw myself while I was editing just doing this, like the whole video. And I don't even realize I'm doing it. Biggest writing weakness, that would be finishing. But really, I'm bad with action. I'm really bad with action. Action and writing character descriptions. Although I think I have more trouble with action, because character descriptions, I have figured out a way to kind of get around that by making characters in a video game and describing that from the picture, or using Artbreeder and describing the face from the picture. fiction, however, I had to write a fight between these 3 characters, and oh my god, that took me like a week. Oh man, it was bad. I was like, I don't know how to even visualize this. Definitely a weak spot of mine. Anyway, question 3. What is the most unique way you've started writing a story? Oh wait, are we talking about like the actual story itself? Like the beginning of the story, like how the story starts, or like how did I start writing it? Like me, as in I got the idea. I did write that the Authortube anthology story based on like a prompt that I just found randomly. I forget where I found it. But I remember that it started off really weird. Like it really, like the beginning of it is really weird. And then I kind of edited it out a little bit. I think I'm too basic for this question. I guess like I kind of write weird just anyway. I videotaped myself writing. I recorded the screen, the writing. And then I kind of edited it so you could see like how I jumped back and forth in between sentences and paragraphs and stuff. And it was really interesting. It was like such a mess. And I never uploaded it. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't think that qualifies as a way to start a story, even though I'm sure the way I start stories is just as disordered as that was. 4. If you were a character in a book, what character would you be? Oh, side character. I would be a side character. This is a movie. Okay, this is a movie. An alien. There's that guy who goes looking for the cat and then gets killed in like the chains. That'd be me. That's me. Number 5. Plotter or pantser? Pantser, kinda. I lean more towards plotter, but what happens when I plot everything, and then I don't follow the plot, the outline. So, 6. What genres do you usually write in? I usually wrote in fantasy, like paranormal kind of stuff. Although this story that I like totally obsessed with right now is not really like that. It's got something to it. Like the main character has some clairvoyance and is not human. But it's still very close to reality. I like that when it's reality with a little something. When it goes like way off into like Lord of the Rings kind of high fantasy stuff, then my interest kind of wanes a little bit. But still, I enjoy it. So that is where I write down that like narrow line between realism and fantasy. I like that area right there. I think the closest I've gotten to like writing like a real story, like contemporary story, is a zombie apocalypse story. Now look at you. Strangely enough, for how much I like zombies, I've only written one zombie story, and I never even finished it. Number 7. I'm so bad at holding up fingers. Number 7. What is your ordered writing tense? I would just like you to know that I tried to say first person past tense 3 times. And all 3 times I said third person. Maybe I'm trying to tell myself something. Anyway. Yeah, I usually do first person past tense. Although, I am writing a fanfic right now, and I decided I would try out first person present. It's actually, no, it's actually, because it's matching the original story, it's actually first person present and third person present together. Because, the way that it's written is there's a main character, okay? And the main character is first person. The main character, but then like a chapter will be from another character's point of view, but that other character's point of view will be third person. I gotta say, I kind of like that. I do like writing like that. It's definitely interesting switching back in between first and third person. I might steal that. Is that something you could steal? The story I'm writing, like my actual original story, is first and first. It has 2 POVs, but they're both first person. And, you know, it is really tempting to switch the second guy to a third person. But I don't think it'll work. But I really want to because it's so fun writing like that. It's weird. It is weird. I feel like so many people will be mad. But that is the original point of view shift from the original Japanese book. And I gotta say, I don't think I've encountered an English book that's done that. I wonder if it's allowed. 8 goals I've accomplished on YouTube this year. I am still here a year later. That's a big accomplishment. Up until like a month ago, like a month and a half ago, I very consistently put out one video every week for like the entire year, with the exception of when I was taking a full-time class and when I had to stay over somewhere where I didn't have access to my computer. Those are the only times I missed, and I'm honestly very impressed with myself because not big on routines. So that is a big accomplishment. Second biggest accomplishment, like being here on YouTube, I think it's definitely improved my writing. It has. Like, it's making me think more about my writing. Also, let's be real. My main goal for making this channel was to have a routine, something to do every week, to not lose my mind during quarantine. And I think I've accomplished that goal. Hey, 9. What has changed? I have started watching my videos from the beginning to like pick out things that I liked for my little compilation video, and oh my god, even after 1 year, I'm already looking at my old crap, and going, oh my god. There are definitely some videos I want to remake. I want to remake the Sims video. Oh man, there was something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, maybe it was the pro writing and video. Anyway, there's like 2 videos I want to remake. So I think I know what I'm doing a little more, even though this is still very haphazardly thrown together. Like, I'm supposed to be posting this video tomorrow and I'm filming it right now, so. Oh, but I've also changed cameras. I changed to my phone. Originally, it was an actual camera, which is a good camera, but it only films in like 5-minute increments, so every time 5 minutes ended, I had to like manually press record again, and sometimes I would forget and just keep on talking and then realize that it wasn't recording anymore and I had to do all of it over again. That was a nightmare. Also, I've gotten a stand. I used to prop it up here and then just kind of hope it didn't fall, and it would fall. But I bought a little stand thing. It's supposed to get screwed into a tripod, which I do have, but it stands up on its own. I don't need the tripod. Anyway, off of technical things, I think I'm just better at talking. Like, it still takes me a minute to get into the groove of talking to this camera, but it's much easier. Like, in the beginning, I would sit in front of the camera for like 10 minutes before I started really talking. And now it's down to like 2. Like, I'll look at myself on the camera and be like, okay, what's today's topic? And then I can start talking. You know, I couldn't do that in the beginning. So there is a major improvement. 10. Hopeful changes. Definitely have more writing updates, which would require more writing. Which is a slight problem for me because I get distracted by video games. I keep on looking at my thumbnails and like, should I change that? But I kind of like how they all look the same. I was fooling around at one point with like a circular kind of thing going on, but I ended up not liking it. At the moment, I'm trying to find a better data upload, cause I used to upload on Wednesdays. Now I think I'm going to be uploading on Fridays, but like every time I try to do a Friday, I end up uploading on Saturday instead because I fall behind, even though it's 2 days later than what I usually uploaded before. I'm falling behind. I don't know what's going on with my brain, but that's what's happening. I guess at the moment I don't really have many plans for changing besides, like, you know, working on speaking better. And I guess this is a little messy here. Maybe I should like turn so that it's more like that. Oh. But also I kind of like it like this. Maybe I just need a new thing going on. The problem is I can only do this in here, and this is like the only presentable backdrop I have. I should be talking more about linguistics. That's what I went to school for. I should be doing that, and I think it works very well and like a writing thing. But I don't seem to do that. Like, I have ideas, but I never seem to make them into reality. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I want to keep on going as I've been going. Maybe I will advertise more. More promotion. I should do that. I know I'm like, not really looking for numbers, but like I should, because it's still fun. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe that's my change for year 2. I don't have 11 fingers. Number 11. Advice for new authortubers. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. I'm like the worst person to give advice. I think I just answered this question not that long ago. Get involved. Comment on other videos. Definitely stick around for live streams. They're fun. There's like a couple of different circles of people that I've noticed. I'm in my one circle, and it's kind of weird because like you're in this circle and like everyone in the other circles is like totally unknown, and it's kind of strange like entering into them, and like all of a sudden you're like, this whole new world is here. So it's really weird because it's not that big of a Authortube isn't that big, but still we've got little enclaves going on. Travel through those enclaves. Find the one you fit in, because there are a couple different ones. Anyway, number 12. Anyone you want to thank? I think it's my usual list of suspects. Charlie Dorset, Gloria Writes the Blues. Who else we got? Shay with the Hobbies. She was like one of my first like forays into like the networking side of Authortube. It kind of sounds weird to say she was my first foray. Her live streams were my first foray into like the networking, communication side of Authortube, instead of just like watching informational videos like Jenna Marcy and Alexa Dunn, stuff like that. So Cache definitely. Lately, I've been on Twitch Authortube. It's not even a thing. Twitch writing people. And who is it? Coffee Quill? I will link them too. I've been on their streams, super chill. And also, they have integrated like a video game system into their streams. So a big thank you to them, because they have definitely kept me involved, even though I'm like mostly lurker. Let's just be real. Definitely been keeping me involved in this whole thing going on. So big thanks to them. They're always linked below. I'm gonna add Coffee Quills to the links too, because I'm liking that vibe. I'm liking the vibe. I cannot believe I did this in under an hour. This is a miracle. Anyway, I'm gonna go work on editing this and putting together that clip thing. I've already picked out a couple of clips. I was dying. I'm one of those weird people who loves watching their own stuff and reading their own stuff. Apparently, that's weird. So, well, that's my next project. I'll see you when that's done. Like, comment, subscribe. I never say that. I need to start saying that more. That's another change I should be making to this channel, is doing the like, comment, subscribe thing. Anyway, see you next week. I can't believe we made a year mostly unscathed. It's been a ride. It's definitely been a ride. I hope you're all doing well. See you later.